So welcome back. So in today's episode, we're talking with Mark Lowe of Lobster Made Easy. You might recognize Mark. He got a little bit of fame there earlier this year when he was on Dragon's Den. Got a lot of attention on the Den too, a lot of offers, and ended up making an arrangement with Arlene Dickinson. So Mark is based in Mahone Bay, Nova Scotia, and he's quite the serial entrepreneur. So Mark, let's talk about when did this idea for Lobster Made Easy come about?
Well, I went home one day to have lunch, and I'd built my wife a new home on the ocean. I'd sold a business. And she said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm having lunch." She said, "What are you having?" I said, "Lobster." She said, "Not in this new house, you're not." So I'm out on the barbecue trying to boil water at minus 15 degrees in January, thinking, this is archaic. We've done the same thing for 200 years. Like, why are we still doing it this way? And I thought, you know what? And we're trying to kill a live animal in a pot, which wasn't really cool either. So I went to my office and said, you know what, guys, we've got to come up with a better way. And that's how we developed Lobster Made Easy, through trial and tribulation.
Yeah, so this was, not yesterday, right? This is a few years back.
Yeah.
And I think anybody that's cooked lobster, and probably us that live in Atlantic Canada, probably have a little easier time than the rest of the world. But it's still not always that easy to cook it, to open it, and serve it. So what are some of the quality? What have you done to make life easier for someone who wants to eat lobster?
So Lobster Made Easy is a wholly cooked lobster in a sous vide pouch, where the consumer simply buys it as frozen and takes it home to enjoy at their convenience, whether it be that day or a month from then. They simply take out the packaging, pop in the microwave on high, it re-steams inside the pouch blows up, the microwave's done, you cut the pouch, drain the brine, you've got a fresh hot lobster, no matter your geographic location.
Wow, okay, and then I know as you're getting set to launch the product, we had, a lot of us were affected by Fiona, and yourself included, and you had some issues, obviously, and damage at the production facility. So that set us back a little bit, but we're anticipating the time when these become available. And when are we expecting that maybe once we get some resolution, get the into the market?
Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, they suffered quite a bit of damage at our plant in Cape Breton, our co-packer. So we're hoping for the Christmas season in Sobeys stores and online as well.
Okay.
That's what we're aiming for now. There's a bunch of co-packers are stepping up, getting ready to co-pack product for us.
Perfect. Okay, but it's not just a vision for, we're going to find these in Atlantic Canada. It's going to make our lives easier. It's a very simple process of just apparently microwaving it. There's some timing on the back, but it's really about looking at the package and seeing when it's the seam come out and touching it and making sure you've got it right.
Correct.
And then my understanding is too, you've made life a lot easier too just on opening it through some strategic cuts.
Yeah, we demonstrated the product to 20,000 consumers throughout North America to see if we had product market fit. And the big thing that came back was consumers loved the product, loved the taste, but couldn't break open the lobster easily because they weren't trained to shell lobster.
Yeah.
So now we're actually scoring the shell, we're scoring the tail and the claws. So consumer can take their hands and break it open.
Yeah, so that makes it amazingly easy. So that's exciting because even people like me that cook a lot. It's still laborious to open a lobster. So I'm excited at that. So we're gonna in a next episode of Wine and Dine, I'm gonna do some fun little recipes featuring Mark's technology and Mark's lobster. What are some of your favorite things? So are you just a classic butter and lobster kind of guy, or what do you? I know you make some pretty good lobster rolls.
It's funny. Through market testing, we realized geographically that not everybody has the same flavor preference. So some of our lobsters that go into the Southwest have a Cajun spice added. So there's and we have lemon butter and garlic butter. I prefer just to make lobster roll. That's me, right? That's what I prefer, or a chowder. My gosh, they're good in chowders as well.
And I remember watching the Den. The business model was this is a big part of the business model, right? But it's not the only part of the business model. And when I first met you, it was at the Seaport at the Old Farmers Market, and And you were out there with your truck serving up lobster rolls. So the trucks are also part of the business, right?
Yeah, they gets the product in the consumer's hands. They don't have to shell the lobster. They can still enjoy our frozen lobster in a different form that's more user-friendly if they don't want to actually cook it themselves. The lobster rolls and the snow crab from Nova Scotia has become incredibly popular.
Okay, so where are we going to find you in the truck?
So
coming?
Seaport Market on weekends, Saltscapes, and the Evergreen Festival coming up in the end of November, I believe it is.
So I would say if you want to try his product, get out there. If it's before Christmas, hit some of those festivals. Hopefully you'll see them in Sobeys soon. So hopefully aiming for Christmas time, maybe a little after. We'll see. We all know supply chain is affected by all sorts of things these days. But until then, you can come back, watch my video on simple recipes with cooking with lobster, and I'm going to take these and make some fun little twists on what you expect to eat with lobster. So I want to take some time, thank Mark for being here, because I saw the product and I was excited to give it a go.
Mark, thank you for having us. We sure appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you soon.
Thank you.